Hello, I am Pastor Brett Davis from Georgetown Lutheran Church, but this week I am obviously not coming to you from there, but from Caroline Furnace Lutheran Camp. It's lake time here at camp, and you can see canoes behind me, and in the distance, maybe you can see some campers swimming and having a great time. Kennedy's Peak is back there in the background. This is a beautiful Lutheran camp that's a part of our outdoor ministries, and it's your camp as well. And it's a wonderful spiritual practice to be in a place that is Christian community about the building up of faith. And it's also a great spiritual practice to be in a place where you have absolutely no cell signal. You can hear the creek behind me perhaps, and I'm coming to you to share our weekly online version of our Bible study. This past week, we were reading together from Mark chapter 4. So I invite you to click on the link or open up your own Bible and read that and then reflect with me about these things. In this chapter of Mark, Jesus has just started to teach. Up until now, he's been really on the way about his ministry, but he has been healing people, he's been busy, he hasn't taken time for long sermons or for instruction or long teaching. And so here in chapter 4, almost the whole chapter is him talking. And when he begins to speak and teach, it is in the form of parables. Now, parables is one of those churchy words, but a parable is a story that is told in the audience's own home context. So in this chapter, it's a lot of agricultural imagery. And it's a story that goes on like you would totally think of until there's a twist that makes you go, that's not how it's supposed to happen. And so there are stories that should make us go, there's something going on here. God's up to something out of the ordinary. And that's what parables do. They challenge our assumptions and they make us think. I want to offer to you an insight or just something to think about today, which is that in a time that is so divided, where our country and our world ideologically seems at times to be drifting dangerously further and further apart, and we can isolate ourselves into getting different news and everything else. One of the ways that many leading scholars and others think that we could possibly find our way back together or our way into really honest dialogue is through stories, through narratives. That although it should make sense, lodging facts and truths or statistics at each other doesn't work. It doesn't convince. But stories can. Stories open us up. Stories change our hearts. They get us thinking on a new level, like parables. So perhaps Jesus had a real insight here. For all of humanity, there really is nothing new under the sun. And rather than coming simply into direct conflict or challenge, Jesus tells stories that are both familiar and challenging and wonderfully beautiful and also a little unsettling as well. So I invite you into the biblical story. Join me for Bible study weekly on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. or Thursdays at 7 p.m. But not this week, not this Thursday, because I'll be at camp, but come and see me Sunday morning at Georgetown Lutheran and hang out for Bible study or coffee and fellowship. God bless you and take care.